show you the pictures, okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you can't see, slide a little bit, all right?
I
Starts off, says, Kalli lived in Buena Vista. That's our hometown. Kalli lived in Buena Vista and dreamt of being a star. You know how somebody wants to say, I want to be a movie star?
Yeah.
You know, you've heard that.
I'm a movie star.
With her very own TV show and a chauffeur-driven car. She had it all planned out. My dog was very special. But being cute and furry made stardom rather tough, especially when the only word she knew was woof and rough. You've heard dogs bark, haven't you? Well, Kalli does a real good job with woof, okay? But she's a happy dog. Happy dog.
My dog is not
All right. Feeling brave, she folded up her PJs and flannel along with some ideas for her Kalli YouTube channel. And then something happened. One night when we were all in bed, sneaking into John's bedroom, she scrawled a doggy note and then kissed him gently on the cheek and went to get her coat. What do you reckon she was about to do?
I don't know.
Let's
go.
She was getting ready to go, wasn't she? That's good. You see the note? Everybody see the note?
Yeah.
You see her paw print on it?
Yeah.
You know, she couldn't write, but that's how she put, you know, I knew it was her. She put her paw print on. Scampering through the moonlit streets of Buena Vista with thoughts of being wealthy, Kalli stopped beside a sign and thought, I'll take a selfie. What is a selfie? A picture on your phone, right?
Yeah.
She's pretty sharp. That's her, and this is a picture of her selfie she took. That shows you how smart she was. You phone. Well, look at this now. My goodness gracious. Kalli was excited because she never flown before in an airplane. Anybody here fly in an airplane?
Yeah.
A couple of you, yeah. Okay. That's exciting, isn't it? Okay, unless you count the time, unless you count the time that she, Dr. Keeler's got to put his glasses on, I can't see all that mess, slammed a laptop on her paw. As the plane took off, she thought of a list of hounds and mutts while trying to squish her nose into a teeny bag of nuts. How many people, you guys up close, how many of you see Kalli?
Me.
All right, right here. See her looking at the window?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You guys are great, great readers. You pay attention. I like that. When Kalli got to Holly Wolf, she set up several meetings, but most of them went wrong because she tinkled on the seats. She got nervous. And even though she tried her best to top dogs, the top dogs, or the people who were judging, weren't impressed. We've seen this act before, kid, and look how you're dressed. So, with failure after failure, Kalli's confidence was shrinking. She was feeling sad. You know, when you mess up and you can't quite get it, and you try again, but you still can't get it, sometimes you feel sad. Well, that's how Kalli felt. But then now this is an important thing. Then Kalli saw a saxophone. It's a musical instrument. And look what happened. I need to learn some tricks, Kalli said, to really make me shine. And then I'll make some videos and post them all online. So Kalli did just that. She got that saxophone and she taught herself how to play. Meanwhile, back home in Buena Vista, I found her note when she left. Remember how she left it in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Here's what it said. Woof. You know, that's the only word she knew. Woof, woof, woof. Woofity, woof, woof. Woof, woof, bark. Woof, woof, woof. P.S. Wolf. And what was this?
Oh.
Her paw print, so we knew it was her. But suddenly, he looked up and saw Kalli. Now, I saw this on television. All of a sudden, the TV was on, and I looked at the TV, and there was Kalli on the news. And you see that saxophone?
Yeah.
She learned how to play that saxophone. And guess what? She had become a superstar with 50 million views. Kalli was beginning to become a big star. And listen, it seems dogs can learn new tricks, John thought out loud, but even though he missed his friend, he was very proud. I was proud of her. I didn't know she could play a saxophone. That's pretty good for a dog. Good for anybody. There was Kalli on a chat show. I saw this on TV. She was on a show, tootling away on her saxophone. And what was she riding?
Bicycle.
A unicycle. It's like a bicycle, but it only has one wheel. Yeah, a unicycle. Boy, that's tougher than riding a bicycle, because you got to balance yourself constantly. Let's see what happened. Soon the world was going wild for Kalli's Jolly Tunes. Man, she was.
Party.
She's very good. You could even buy a storybook or see her on cartoons. She bought a doggy mansion, a house for all her friends. She bought a limo and a yacht.
I see her.
Big car and a yacht. Just
I
like,
see I see her.
no, here she's swimming. She bought a doggy mansion and a limo and a yacht, and she even met the president and partied quite a lot. Other doggies lined up to shake Kalli by the paw. Why did they do that?
Because they wanted to.
Well, she was what? Famous,
Popular.
right?
Yeah,
She was a
popular.
star.
Popular.
And they left her scripts for pet-based movies, and she sat and would count her money. Remember one of her goals? She said, "I want to be rich, right? I want to make a lot of money." She would sit and count her money while lounging on her throne. But when she wasn't working, she often felt alone. You see her over here?
Yeah.
She kind of looks sad over there by herself, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yep. Because she felt so lonely, Kalli bought more stuff with her money. Even thought that she had it all, but it was never quite enough. And I wonder what was going on with her. You know? Let's find out. She tried some doggy yoga. A lot of times people who feel stressed or something want to do yoga to help themselves get out of that funky mood they're in, which she thought might make her happy, but that just tied her up in knots and made her sore and snappy. Then suddenly one day it hit her as she was chewing on her oldest bone. What Kalli wanted most was to be snuggled back at home. And where was home for her?
Afar.
No, in Buena
Vista.
Vista. Exactly. Yes, she missed her fancy life, the palm trees and her chauffeur, but none of that compared to cuddling with John on the sofa. So all of a sudden, being a big Hollywood star didn't look so good, did it? She missed her home, and she missed her best what? Friend. Very good. Very good. She called off all of her concerts. She gave away all her stuff, all the stuff, her mansion and everything. But all the flights home were fully booked, so she clung onto the wings. Now, was that a smart thing to do?
No.
No, because what could have happened?
She could have fell off.
She could have fallen off. See her holding on? Got her suitcase in one paw and holding on with the other one? That's dangerous, isn't it? All right, let's see what happened. Soaring in the sky over Buena Vista, Kalli thought, I've had a hoot, but home is where my heart is. So, and I need a parachute. So a lot of people just don't carry parachutes around, do they?
Yeah.
No. So what she did, you see, she grabbed a hold, fumbling in her suitcase, she found a sparkly gown, then used it as she leaped off of the wing to sort of slow her down. It acted like a what?
Parachute.
Parachute,
Haywire.
right. Parachute, you can jump off something, but it slows you down till you get to the what?
That.
To the ground. Or in her case, you'll see, not quite the ground. Tumbling through the fluffy clouds was really quite a rush, but Kalli had to slow down, and soon she'd be doggy mush, so she started going too faster. Just then, she saw a mattress, like what we sleep on. She saw a mattress dumped upon a roof, so she steered herself towards it and landed with a whoop. Now, you think she was okay? Was she safe?
Yeah.
Well, she had to get out the house, right?
Yeah.
But at least she made it safely and didn't fall on the ground.
Or the house.
Then she went to John's house, back to John's house. Jumping into John's arms, Kalli cried with joy. Then John squeezed the squeaker in a squishy, squashy toy. You know how dogs have toys they like?
Yeah. Squeaky toy.
And here is the moral to the story, kids. This is the big thought. Fame is pretty epic, but snuggling is the best, thought Kalli, as she curled up to enjoy a well-earned rest with her best friend, who was what?
Yeah.
That's right, it was me, John, miles away, back at Hollywood. Now, we're not in Buena Vista anymore. We were back in Hollywood. Things were much the same. Countless pets arrived each day in search of wealth and fame. They often spoke about that dog who played the saxophone, Kalli, and how she left it all behind because she missed her what?
Friends.
Her friend or home, and the same thing. So, but Kalli wasn't bothered. She wasn't bothered that she'd given up fame because her trip had taught her one thing that really counts is love. Right?
Yeah.
Love. Best friend. Being loyal. Right?
You're right.
You know what? You all are so smart. What grade are you in?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten? I would have thought you were in the second grade. That's how smart you are.
Yeah.
How many of you like school? Raise your hand.
I do.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Now, if I bring Kalli in, now she's liable to want to lick you, give you a kiss. Is that okay? All right? Okay. All right? I promise you, before the end of the year, she'll come back.
Yes, sir.
She's a good dog.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed my story about Kalli.
Is there an
Enjoy.
army dog?
Hmm?
Is there an army dog?
No, she's not an army dog, but she's a very talented dog. She does tricks for me. She often comes to my office too. It's been half a day,
My dad doesn't have us. Oh, maybe go get some.
but really.